Hey everyone, wanted to do a quick announcement at the beginning of this video. I know I haven't done much lately. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I posted a video. And there's been a lot of stuff going on. So let me explain while I've been gone, why I've been gone. I don't know, a little while ago we had a water meter replaced. And then a bill came in after its replacement, and our water prices, our bill was about $30, $40 higher than it was. And we figured something wasn't right, so we went and checked for leaks, and we couldn't find any. And finally we went up there to the meter and figured out that the water was leaking out of the meter. This was before May 9th, all right, because I know, because May 9th was my birthday and we were already gone on that day. We were already at somebody else's house staying. So we turned off our water because we figured out that their water meter was leaking. The new one that they had just put in was leaking. Figured it out. We called them. They said, all right, we'll come out and look at it. May 9th, somewhere around this time period. The days, I just can't remember. But anyways, they finally sent somebody out a day before the weekend. And the person came out, they checked it, we were notified that there is nothing wrong with their meter, which is bull, because not only did we sit there and watch it drip, we also took pictures. It's leaking, and we told them this, and we're like, well, there's nothing wrong with it. It must be something on your side. So the reason we were at somebody else's house is because we shut off the water to this house because we didn't want it leaking. We didn't want our bill to go up. When they went out there and checked it, the water cut off being before their meter, they didn't turn it back on, which is kind of common sense to me. That seems like something you would check. Hey, the needle's not spinning and they say there's a leak. Well, maybe the water shutoff is off, but apparently that's too much for these people. So they didn't bother turning it back on to check. We asked them, they said, well, did you turn the water cutoff on? And they were like, no, we didn't know it was off. So we asked them if they could send back somebody back out there. It was the end of the day, I guess. I don't know. They stated that they don't work the weekends. So we had to wait over the weekend. At this point in time, it's been almost a week that we've been having this problem. We spent a couple of days trying to trace down water leaks, and then we found the meter, and then we called them. Somebody came out, and they said there wasn't nothing wrong, and now we got to wait through the weekend for them to come back out. Well, the weekend passes, spending time at somebody else's house. The weekend, I do believe, is when I posted, it was Sunday. I posted the Creighton at the skate park. Well, we were at somebody else's house at that point, and I didn't have anything to do. I couldn't take any truck other than the Creighton because that's all that I brought, right? So we're at somebody else's house. They're checking our meter. They're replacing our meter. This is after the weekend is when they finally got around to replacing it. And then when they finally replaced it, we were all set to come home, and we had another crisis, which is a family member, I'm not going to mention her name, is pregnant. Well, she quit her job because it was a job working at a factory that produces chicken, raw chicken. Now, to some people, that's not a big deal. To me, it wouldn't really be a big deal. I say, what? Just wash your hands, whatever. But she didn't want to put the baby in any risk or anything like that. So, she quit her job. Well, she quit her job, and then she got behind on bills. This was perfectly timed to line up, absolutely perfectly, with our situation, where the second we decide to go back home, her Jeep gets impounded or taken away. So now we have to loan her our car so that she can do what she needs to do. That's another week. And that's why I haven't been active recently. Long story short, I had a birthday. There was so much bullcrap going on around here. I was at another person's house. I was stuck at that person's house because we had no mode of transportation because we loaned it out to this family member. And it just a whole cluster of just stuff. So that's why I haven't posted a video lately. And then the second I get home, about 3-4 days ago, y'all may not know this, but I play music. So me and my drummer decided to hang out for that weekend when I got home. And now it's after the weekend, and I'm finally able to make a video. So just a lot of stuff going on. Normally all the schedules are fine and everything works, but with everything getting jumbled up, everything getting messed up, me uploading a video for y'all on Sunday, it messed up the whole timeline. Everything was all garbled, and it was impossible for me to get anything out. But anyways, with that being said, let's go out and play around with this truck some. All right. So yeah, sorry about not getting a video out for you guys. Where's my alarm? There it is. It's just been very... Alright, hold on. There we go. It's just been very hectic lately. Alright. I had her out here running a while ago. She should fire right up. There it is. Alright. Now we may need to... Oh, you son of a gun. Hold on, guys. Head strap came loose. Alright. You good? No bobbing around? Alright. The tune may be a little bit off. It's pretty hot out today. Why is that not making a difference? Oh, there we go. I'm an idiot. I was adjusting the wrong damn one. It's been about a month since I ran this thing. There we go. Yeah, it really has been about a month since I ran this thing. The last video y'all seen of it. And we didn't make the turn. I gotta get that sim steer for this thing, guys. Whoa, hello. A bit of a camera bob. I really gotta get that symmetrical steering set up. It's probably going to be my next upgrade. We're going to richen it up on top, just a hair. I don't want to run it too rich or too lean. Man, seeing this thing come at you like that in midair, it is just a bit intimidating. A branch. Oh, it's burning all the oil off the pipe. I was wondering why it was smoking. Still seems like it's got
That's how long it's been since I've been home, guys. This whole area is just all grown up. Woo! It's burning that oil off. Trying to mow this area down a bit. I need to get my weed eater out here. Hold on, camera's bobbing again. If it's not in the perfect place, it bobs. I guess I got an odd-shaped forehead. Either that or it's because this thing is from Amazon. I don't like the way this thing is running. It seems like it doesn't have any power on top end. You good? Yeah, if that don't tell you how much fuel I'm running through this thing on low end. There it is. Now she's a little happier. I do think it's a little lean now. I don't know if y'all could hear that. Where are we at? Yep. We are a little lean on high end. I can hear it like, it almost sounds like it's got a real slow rev limiter. You can hear it fluttering. Let's try that. Sounds a little better now. There we go. That's a nice stable high end. I also got to remember that this is just a little old 30.5, so I don't know if y'all noticed this or not. I changed out for hose clamps here because the zip ties were allowing exhaust to blow by back there. All right. I'm gonna add just a little more up high. Just a little bit. Now we're running too rich. Can you hear it? How it sounds like it's choking, it's gargling up high. But I'm okay with that speed. That's all right with me. I don't mind running it a bit rich. It's running a bit too rich, I think. I'm still new at tuning these things, guys. I really am. And it's my first real fifth scale. I think I said it before. I had a Red Cat Rampage. That thing was the biggest piece of junk I had, you know. Well, I had a Losi high roller once. That was pretty bad. But in terms of fifth scales, you know. Smoke? All right. Yeah, we're still a little rich, I think. I gotta learn how to tune these things. there's the power there. But I don't like the way it's sounding. Where are we? I think we're stuck in a bush. This is what happens when you don't have clear line of sight with these things. And my camera's bobbing again. Sorry about that, guys. Oh, no, not a bush, a tree. Ow! I know there's a telephone pole out there. Brakes! Oh man, the steering on this thing sucks. Man, it's hot. I need to get a temp gun. That's going to be my other upgrade, my next purchase, the temperature gun. With electric motors, I kind of know how to hold my hand on them and tell temps, but these gas motors, the gas engines, they're different. You know, it's hard to, you know, they're hot anyways, so it's hard to tell with just your hand. But yeah, I definitely need better steering. And the camera's bobbing again. Sorry, guys. Trying to hold the front end up. It's next to impossible on these two-wheel drives. I mean, unless you have a lot of power. And I don't even think it is possible with a gas one like this. With two-wheel drive, I don't think you can bring the nose up. It just ain't got it. It ain't got enough rotational force. Alright guys, I'm going to end this one off here. It is insanely hot out today, and I mean, I'm not even moving around and I'm breaking a sweat. I don't know if these things... I don't know if these things are alright to run when it's real hot out. I mean, I assume they are, but without having a temperature gauge or a temp gun, it's a little scary to be out here while it's this hot in grass like this, running it this hard. It's kind of scary for me because I'm not used to these things. I don't know a lot about. I mean, I know about them, but I'm still kind of a noob at it. So if I don't have the tuning right, it's already going to run hot. And then plus the fact that it's got hot air coming over the cooling fins, it's like, you know, that's even worse. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this one off here. I mean, we've been driving around for 15 minutes now, but yeah, I just don't trust myself with these things yet because I don't know enough about them. That's one of the reasons why a more powerful engine has not been in my to-do list, because if I'm going to screw something up, I'd rather it be a little $150, $170 30.5 than some $600 or $700, you know, OBR or TMR or even like the RC Max or the ALX stuff. You know, if I mess up one of those, it's a big problem. It's a big paycheck. It's a big, you know, I would rather mess this up, if that makes sense. To some of y'all it might, but to somebody on a budget, you're probably sitting there going, oh yeah, that makes sense. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one off here. It likes that jump over there pretty good, actually. I expected it to nosedive a lot worse off of it, but it's landing pretty good, other than that one little incident I had where I was real hard on the throttle trying to pull up the front end. I need to get some of these that are adjustable, because you can tell where I'm losing lugs. It's because these tires are cambered in. I've tried taking these off and rotating them out. They're angled though, so if you don't leave the angle pointing up, you get binding. So I can't bring them out half a turn, you have to bring them out a full turn. And well, by the time you do that, your tires are actually cambered out instead of in, which is just as bad, if not worse. So it's I need to get some of these tie rods here that are adjustable, and I do believe Roven sells some. Do eventually plan on upgrading to nylon arms anyways, and they come with them. So I mean, you know, why not just wait. These tires are just about torched on the inside. I mean, you can see where stuff is broken off. That one right there is almost gone. That one's gone, and it's the same way on this other side. Well, not as bad, but there's still, you can see where they're starting to tear. So still having some issues back there. I would definitely like to get a more powerful motor on this thing. I'm not looking for speed runs, I just want torque, you know, which will be fun, because then I can run it a bit rich, I can run it safe, and I still have enough power left over to have fun with this little 30.5. I think the way this truck is with my terrain, with these tires, especially in that high grass, I got to run this thing at its limit to get the torque out of it and to actually be able to break the rear end loose effortlessly. It's not an easy thing for this motor to do. Engine, sorry, motor's electric. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry for not getting one out to y'all sooner, but situations being what they are, and just the way things have been lately, it's just been stupid, you know, around here. So much crap going on that it's not even funny. It's been very annoying to not be able to get out and play around with these things. So thank you guys for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see y'all next time.
Hey everyone, before y'all go, I would like to run some science by you real quick. And I didn't think about this while I was out there, but I'm sure everybody who watches this video and then compares it to the first rip of Nightmare, that video that I uploaded like a month ago now, anybody who compares these two videos, I think, will agree that this truck is down on power. And at first I thought it was because it was a little hotter outside, so you know, I need to mess with the tune. You have to go through that a bunch on nitros, the little nitros. When the temperature changes by more than 5 or 10 degrees, like the whole tune, you have to redo all of it. I learned that the hard way many years ago when I was still into nitro. But so I didn't think about it at the time, but I'm going to run some science by y'all here. Cold air, low altitudes, and cold fuel builds the best power in any engine, because at low altitudes the air is thicker. When it's cold, the air is thicker, and when fuel is cold, I think it atomizes better. It atomizes better, or it has better properties. I'm not sure. Today was an absolute disaster for that combination. It's hot. I was sweating and I wasn't even moving around. It is hot. The air filters right next to this exhaust, which y'all seen in the video, is hot enough to burn the oil off and start smoking. And I'm in Texas. I don't think I'm too close to sea level, but I'm not as low in altitude as I could be. So that's something I can't fix unless I move to a different geological location. But the cold air and cold fuel, I have a fuel line routed about that far from that exhaust. I have the air filter about that far from that exhaust. Just because of the way the truck is designed, I need to take my little inlet on my carb and rotate it somehow to get the fuel line away from there. So I was probably running on hot fuel. I was definitely sucking in 90 to 100 degree air, and that combination sucks for making power. If you go and watch a channel from Banks Engineering, he's the diesel guy, like the godfather of not only turbocharging, but according to what I've read, supercharging and everything. He will straight up tell you that if you have an open air system under the hood of your car, if you've got an air filter there just hanging in the breeze, and you're sucking that hot air out of your engine bay, you're losing power because the air is thin. It doesn't compress as thick air. When you compress it, there's more energy in it than hot air. So I was running this thing in hot weather and hot air, and it just it's a major hit to performance, to the point where while trying to get the performance back, I actually leaned it out too much. And you can hear that in the video when I'm going down the driveway and you hear the thing going wah, 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 wah. It sounds like a rev limiter. It's not. These two-strokes don't have a rev limiter. The only rev limiter for them is how much air and fuel you can push into them and how fast it can escape. That's the only rev limiter there is. What that is this engine burning off the fuel quicker than the system can introduce it. What you have going on there is a system where you have the not the explosion, the compression and whatever, when it explodes inside the cylinder, the ignition, there we go. What you have is this ignition that uses up all the fuel in the system, and then your carb cannot supply fuel quick enough to keep that going at that pace, and it creates a fluttering on top end. So I actually leaned this thing out too much and took too much fuel away trying to get my performance back. So anybody who compares this video to my last video on this truck and says it seems a little down on power, yeah, it's way down on power because of how hot it was today. The air is thinner. It does not compress or combust as efficiently as if it was colder. So that's why I couldn't get it tuned to get any power out of it. It's just that hot today. And not just hot, it rained for a solid week. So it's hot and it's humid. And it's just not a good combination for running these things. But I hadn't ran it in a month, and it needed to be ran just to get some fuel through the system and re-lubricate everything, all that good stuff. So yeah, long story short, hot conditions is not good for power, especially with these little two-strokes where you don't have a lot of air going into them in the first place, at least not in comparison to a full-size V8. Anyways, I just wanted to run that by you for anybody who, was wondering why it seemed like it was down on power. I didn't think of it at first, but it's so hot out today that it can't get any power out of the environment. So thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.